name is Gilly. It's spelled Gilly. I started, well, honestly, I've been into music for so long, like all the way up until like I was born. Like my dad, rest in peace him, he died when I was 6, but he introduced me to hip hop and he's actually from New York. And New York is the birthplace of hip hop. So when it came to him, he was always playing like Jay-Z, A Tribe Called Quest. It was mainly them two, but that's all he played in the car. And he would like make like CD mixtapes for me and my sister. He was like, oh, like I have a CD for you, I have a CD for you. So he introduced to me like discovering music on your own and like developing your own taste and not listening to what the radio is playing you. And like you can buy CDs from other artists like that. So after I had like an upbringing from that, I say like elementary school, I discovered Kendrick Lamar in 2011. I was like 8 years old, and I had like an iPhone 4, and I was just on the bus on my way to freaking I think like third grade or something, just listening to Good Kid, Mad City, and that's when I just fell in love with like the art of storytelling. Like I really got to give it up to Kendrick Lamar because he really just always influenced me. He's still my favorite artist to this day. Like he's on everybody's necks, but it's from like him. And then like middle school, I just got into Tyler the Creator. I discovered him in 2015. So it's like all of these musical influences. I like all of these artists kind of taught me you can be different, you can be unique. You don't have to be what the radio is playing. You can also be really good at your craft. Like you don't have to talk about what everyone's talking about. Like Tyler, the Creator, has a song about waiting for a girl who's always late to a date. Like you can just make songs about anything, and that just really inspired me. So when I had got to college, by then I was really a music lover for real. So I was in my dorm room, and I got gifted this set for vlogging because I actually was a funny content creator before I started doing music, and I started in 2018, and I got like a really big following off of it because what I would do was I was just dancing, like doing really funny dances to underground artist songs. And it was kind of like a new thing at the time because I was before TikTok and before like Reels. It was just like very different. So by then, someone had gifted me like a vlog set. They're like, oh, you can use it for your videos. This was in 2022. But and by that year, I was like, no, I want to try music. Like I haven't wanted to do music since 2018. I wrote like my first song. I typed in my first lyrics just to see if I could really do it. And I was like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm kind of scared. What if my audience doesn't like it? What if they, are not supporting me? So I kind of self-sabotaged my own upbringing for music that year. But in 2022, I was like, no, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not being scared. Like, I want to do it. So it was like, you know how mics get attached to cameras? So I took the mic from it and I just started to record off of a really cheap mic on BandLab on YouTube Beats. And I was just writing my own songs. So I was doing it in secret. I wasn't really telling people for real until my friend who's an artist in Chicago, he goes by Kamari. He was like, oh, hop on this song with me. But he was joking because he didn't know I wanted to do music. So he was just like, oh, like, hop on this song, LOL. And I actually hopped on it. And it was the first like official song I ever did. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, like you can spit. You really need to go and like actually do this more." So 2023, I was still recording music in private. 2024, I was dissing my ex because he dissed me in a whole entire album that he made about me. It was crazy. But yeah, he tried to spin the block. And I was like, no. I told him no, and he got mad. So he like dissed me on his story, like in a song. So I was like, I got a couple years on my belt with music. Like he don't even know what he got coming. I dropped my very first song and it was called PMO. It stands for Piss Me Off. Um, and I just did it to one, put myself out there, introduce myself as an artist. I officially changed my name to Gilly when I released it. And, it was also to, stun on him. I wasn't really thinking much of it, but I posted a video to my social media promoting the song, and it got a lot of support, even on SoundCloud. Like I posted it on SoundCloud, I put it on streaming services just to see the feedback I got, and it was amazing. And everyone was just like, "You have to do this more." Oh, okay, yeah, you have to do this more. So that's basically like how my start in music came to play. Ever since then, I've just been releasing and releasing and releasing and releasing.
Oh, well, first I want to say, of course, congratulations to everything, especially
Thank
with your music journey. Yes. And also want to say, of course, like, sorry for your loss. Like, when you speak about, of course, like your dad introducing you to music and everything, and especially also like physical music as well, like CDs, is that something you also like kind of, how can I say this? Like, you still like listen to music on CDs, or is it like, if you want to explain that?
Yeah, I have a whole vinyl collection that he had when he was DJing. And there's actually more, but it's some in my closet too. Because I kind of used it for inspiration for just sampling, like, and discovering new music. A song that I'm gonna release, it's sampling a song that I discovered from one of these vinyls here. So it's like kind of keeping the art of just music alive, and like hip hop, it all derived from vinyls and DJing and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I started my vinyl collection in like 2018 too, the same year I wanted to do music myself. I'm like, I want to get a vinyl myself. Like, that's definitely a goal of mine.
Wait, no, that's his collection is so cool. And like, you saying of course you wanted to keep up with vinyls and CDs and everything. Definitely having a vinyl player is a really good investment. Damn, I gotta show you my vinyl collection later after this, after this.
Yeah.
But of course going to our next question. And like what genre would you like define your music? Like is it experimental of like you say like hip hop or like maybe like also like maybe like rage? Like I've listened to also some of your songs as well. It's like I get like a rage vibe from it too, like kind of trap as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's Baddie Rage. Yeah, I would definitely say it's Baddie Rage. Someone, a part of my marketing team, was helping me come up with a term for just describing my music, and we both settled on Baddie Rage because I'm a Black woman. I like to express my emotions, but I don't want to rap over a boom bap beat. Like, I still want to talk about real shit over like a really good sounding beat. So I like to get experimental, and I'll definitely get more experimental on my next album too. Definitely, yeah.
I love that. Wait, that's a new genre in itself, Baddie Rage.
I know. We were definitely cooking with that one for sure.
And when it comes to like visuals for your music, like how do you usually approach that? Like say for like music videos or like visuals?
With the music videos I have out right now, oh yeah, I was a film major too. So I had to learn a lot about shots and like how a single shot can tell the story. So I feel like in my music videos I have out now, it's kind of showing that, but I do want to venture out more. I want to get more people in my videos. I think it's just only me in some of my videos, and I want to like incorporate more people. I want to have like a lively experience, and I feel like moving to Brooklyn is also like I'm definitely doing that 100%. Especially with the people I'm connecting with, but basically like telling a story a little bit. It kind of sounds like I'm not a fan of my old videos. I'm kind of not, but if I did have to give it props, I will give it props for just the composition, the shots of it, and just the thought behind it all. Like I did direct all my videos too, so I just wanted to incorporate like a story, but not by actually acting out the story, but just like how a painting tells a story, like kind of like that. I wanted every shot to look like a painting. And I also got that inspiration from Day Free, and Day Free directs Kendrick's videos. And like I used to watch interviews from him, and he would always just say like, make sure each shot tells a painting story a little bit. So yeah, I kind of followed in that footstep.
I guess what is the process behind your music? Like whenever you're creating it, what type of mindset do you get into? Like what helps you like lock in, like say like okay, like this is what I need to create, like, this is what I need to put together.
I have to convince myself, get angry about something, because it's something about anger that makes you just take action so fast. And I noticed that when I'm rapping on the mic and I'm like kind of tired, kind of bored, that confidence or like that urgency in my voice isn't really heard. So I'm like, okay, I have to think about something that pissed me off this month, or like what made me mad. What haven't I released yet? Like music is kind of therapy to me a little bit because I'm not in therapy, so like music is kind of that way of just what have I been holding in and how can I release it. Even when it's a song about good things, like I still want my voice to express it because confidence in the voice is everything. And I've been learning that like throughout my journey. I don't want to be sound boring on a song. Like I gotta, my voice need to project it a little bit. So
What type of impact do you want to leave with when it comes to your music?
I want to inspire other Black girls that they don't have to dim their light at all. I grew up feeling that way, and music kind of showed me that I don't have to keep doing that. I don't have to keep dimming my light. I don't have to keep trying to fit in with everyone else. Like, if I want to make a song about how confident I am, I can do that. I don't have to hold back because, I feel like sometimes as a Black woman, we kind of get that stigma against us where when we're really confident, it's like, oh, she's being too, whatchamacallit, too cocky, too aggressive, too much. And I want to be an example of like, no, no, I'm just a human being at the end of the day, and I am confident despite this or that. Like, I just want to show all Black women, not a certain type of Black women, like all Black women, even the awkward ones, even the weird ones, even the ones into anime or like, I don't know, collectibles. Like, you can be anything, you can be yourself, like, but you can still be a baddie at the end of the day, no matter who you are.
And speaking about, of course, like your latest single, yeah, behind your latest single, Discern, what was the process behind that? If you want to get into, of course, how did you make it? And like, was there, of course, like anger behind it too?
Mhm. So I wrote Discern to a different beat actually. It was on a very slow beat. The drums, it wasn't really that many drums in it. It was more of just like a piano playing, and then I was just like rapping over it. But something actually happened with that beat. I think the producer was tripping or something, and I was just like, and then I actually do this thing where I sometimes put lyrics from another song I wrote onto a new beat because beats do make lyrics sound better. It depends on how it's played. Like I never told anyone this, but with my Ice Spice remix that I did that kind of went viral, I actually wrote those lyrics to a whole another beat. And when Ice Spice's song was coming out and it became a competition to, I guess, remix her song, I just took the lyrics from that and I put it onto that beat and I added like completely new different lyrics towards the end and I think a little bit in the middle just to fit the beat more and also just vent about stuff. But for Discern, I kind of took that same approach because I actually liked it and I changed the chorus up completely. Discern took about like a month to make. I wanted to make sure everything was right. Um, and it's funny because I made Discern on the laptop that got stolen. But right before I left, something told me you need to save this song and transfer it to your phone before you leave. Like it was right. I was actually rushing to get out the house and like into the car to go on the road trip. I was just like, wait, y'all, like I gotta send the song. I don't know why, but something in my heart is telling me I have to do it. So I'm so happy I did that. Like, because the CERN wouldn't even be out right now. But when I was doing the I cannot trust you chorus, it was one night where I came back to this computer and same thing. I was thinking about something that made me angry. I was in a space where I genuinely really couldn't trust anyone. Like I kind of cut off a lot of different groups who I felt like weren't elevating me, who were just trying to hold me back. And I was just venting and I just got on the mic and I was actually kind of freestyling. So I was like, da 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 da, I cannot trust you, da 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 da. So I only said it once, but I had an idea the next day to just loop it because I just felt it more. I felt the lyric more, and I think it just fit into like what I was talking about. And everything I rap about is real. I'm not like the rapper who talks about stuff and doesn't mean it or hasn't gone through it. So even the second verse, where I was talking about how I was mad about like I was mad about like this one like a random woman thinking that I wanted her man because I was so confident in myself. Like that actually happened. And, I went back to my house and I was just like, ooh, I hate how that happens. I want to talk about it in a song. Like, it's just, I just be venting over rage beats. But I definitely do like Discern for sure. I love Discern.
And of course, speaking about your viral remix to Hannah Montana, Gilly Hannah Montana, um, of course, how do you feel about that song going viral and like,
I have mixed emotions. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely have mixed emotions. On one hand, I'm of course really grateful for it because it introduced me to a whole nother audience that, really fucks with my style and my raps. And, they're like, oh wow, a girl can actually rap. And I'm like, well, thank you. Like, I know, but I'm scared that the narrative is putting me against Ice Spice. I don't want that to happen at all. And I actually just like, maybe I need to put out a statement or something. But aside from that, like, I have no hate to Ice Spice. I think people are kind of forgetting that the whole reason why I made the remix was because when she dropped it, it was a huge TikTok trend to remix it. Like, Cortez Star remixed it, Armani Rest remixed it, and they're also very established too. And their remixes went viral, and everyone was just like, "Oh, yay, yay, yay!" So I'm like, "Why is it with mine? They're trying to say, oh, she's better with Ice Spice." Like, no, 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 no. Ice Spice, I'm definitely a girl's girl. I support any girl who's out here trying to pursue music. I'm doing the same thing, so it would be wrong of me to like go against another female rapper. I'm just not the type of person to do that. But well, I don't like the narrative of it, but that's actually not even the whole narrative. A lot of people are just supporting me in general and like going to discover my other music. So that's also something I'm very, very, very grateful for. And just capitalizing off of the moment too. The song is a year old, but I'm seeing it's going viral again. So I'm like making videos to it again because it's momentum.
I guess speaking also of momentum, do you have maybe like a album or EP in progress?
I do. The original release date was going to be June 17th, but I'm pushing it back to July, somewhere around July, just because I don't want to release something that I don't feel is ready. But I currently have 10 songs that's going to be on there. I want to record more. It might be 20 songs, I don't know. But it's by a lot of great producers. Veda is one of the producers. Ediba is Lackville. He's a rapper, but he also produces. He produced 2 songs on there. And it's a couple other people. But those are some more like notable names. So I'm really excited about this one because it's gonna be like a story. Like I said, I had a major in film, so I'm a storyteller before anything. Like it's gonna have skits in it. I want to make it fun. I want to make it very listenable, and it's gonna be called Jilly Weed. But the story behind it, it sounds really goofy, but in Harry Potter, they had to use Jilly Weed in order to like take it and then survive underwater for like I think 24 hours or something like that. And for me, I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces. Pisces is fish. And like, I just love water. Like, I don't know. And then actually, I found out that the original meaning of Jilly means it's like a fish explorer, something like that. Like it used to happen in Scotland back in the 1800s, where they would take people on fishing tours, and they were called Gillies. I think they said Gilly at the time, but I'm like, this aligns perfectly because I think with my album, I'm showing people my waters. I'm showing people my river that I'm giving them a tour on. But my river is like my world. It's my story. So people have to take jillyweed in order to survive under the water that I'm giving them a tour on, so they can like immerse themselves in my music. So at the in the beginning of the album, it's gonna be like I'm giving the listener jillyweed, like here you have to take this. They take it, and then that's when the songs start. And I'm telling my story, I'm giving my background, I'm talking my shit. It'll be really fun.
I love that connection. Wait, that is no, and also like looking at your name too, I was like, your name is also a Scottish name too, so I was kind of like, wait, it does connect, but like no, but that's really cool. And like I guess going back on your music journey, are you kind of like I guess like self-taught in a lot of things, like say maybe like when it comes to songwriting, or maybe just like also helping out also with the producing side as well too. I guess also have you taken any classes on music? I know you said of course like being a film major, but I guess also some other things that are self-taught, like, learning more about yourself and exploring yourself through music. Have you, I guess, expand on any skills or learned anything new about yourself?
Yeah, recently I've been learning how to make beats on FL. Because my only way of making beats was to just take an old sample and loop it, which is going to be the song that I'm going to release. I'm doing that too. But I've been learning how to make a full beat on FL. It's this studio in Atlanta near Decatur, and one of the producers was just like, "Yeah, like let's start learning." So he's been teaching me. We only had like two classes, but it's in the works. So but I do want to learn how to make my own beats. So he's currently teaching me. But everything else, as far as like writing, definitely was self-taught. It actually just came natural to me because I was listening to rappers who like were writing themselves. Like I was listening to other writers. So I think the more I consumed that type of music, the more I just kind of became it. Also, just getting creative with flows. I definitely it was self-taught. It was self-taught too. I kind of think as flows as like a drum. Like I hear a beat first, and this is really my music making process in general. I'll hear a beat and I'll be like, okay, what would a drummer do to this beat? How would it sound? And if it's like do 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 do, I'll just rap to that flow. So I'll be like, ba da 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 da, and I'll just start rapping like a drummer. And that process has carried me pretty much my whole like music career so far. I've used it for every song. And yeah, and like in middle school, I used to do this thing where I tried to challenge myself. Like if a rapper was rapping fast, I would try to rap like them. Like I would say every word. And I didn't even know it at the time, but I was like unknowingly training myself to rap. But yeah, it would be this little like activity I would do alone in my room. It paid off. Shout out to middle school me.
And I know you talked about, of course, like with your album coming out soon, how you've been collaborating with producers, but it's like, have you also been collaborating, I guess, with other like rappers as well, like on other any songs?
There is an artist, her name is Omi. We definitely have collaborated. As far as anyone else, not really. It wasn't done on purpose. I think I just wanted to come natural. I don't want to like force a collaboration. Like my collaboration with Omi came supernatural. We just connected musically and I was like, I feel like her voice would sound really good on this. Like I'm not the type to collaborate with someone because of who they are. I don't want to be that artist because what happens is a big name comes on your song, but musically it doesn't sound good. It's like they just did it to, I guess, generate buzz around their names. I'm someone who likes to collaborate very naturally. If it pops up in my head, then I'll do it. But during this whole album process and just like the making of it, it hasn't really crossed my mind yet. But that's why I wanted to push the date back because I just want to make sure, like, if I do want to collaborate with someone, I wanted to, maybe it'll happen at the end of the month. Who knows when I move.
Do you plan on doing like maybe any like live performances, or have you done live performances?
I've performed, I think, 10 times now. And I'm performing, I'm gonna have to look at my calendar. No, I remember. July 27th, I'm performing again in Atlanta. It's for a little festival thing, so it'll be multiple artists, but it'll be about 300 people in the crowd, and it'll be my first time having like visuals on the screen behind me and like choreography, so I'm super excited about that. And then I also perform in New York 2 days after that, so it'll be on the 29th of June 29th. I'm going to be performing in New York. But I just performed in New York too last week again, and it was in Brooklyn. And I performed with a live band, and they just played along with my music. First time that ever happened for me. I was very grateful. I had so much fun. I definitely gained a lot of new fans in that venue too when I did that. And yeah, performing, I'm getting more comfortable with it. My first time performing was last year on my birthday when I turned 23. I don't know why I forgot my age, but yeah, when I turned 23, and it was in Brooklyn too when I performed for the first time, and I just been getting more comfortable every time. But yeah, I'm planning to perform more and more and more. My goal is like Rolling Loud, big festivals. That's definitely my goal. I would say I'm multidimensional, because I like to talk about subjects on beats that people wouldn't really talk about on those beats. Like a rage beat, people just, I mean, the what am I trying to say? Like the casual rapper would just talk about hype shit, cars, clothes, hoes, money. But I really just like to talk about real things and actually just help the listener in whatever they're going through. But also on a good sounding beat, because like once again, I just don't want to be like the usual rapper. I don't want to. I want to stand out. I want to be unique because I am unique, and it does come natural to me. It's not like I'm trying to force it. So I just want to. I like to cross over in different lanes, like do the usual thing that people wouldn't usually do. And it's funny, like a little story time, but a label. I'm not going to say what the label was, but they told me like, oh, you need to fit into the box that's already created. Like if you're going to talk about how you can't trust people. And if you're going to talk about deep topics, it has to be over boom bap. It has to be over this. Like you can't do that. They were telling me I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. Like, and that actually inspired me to just keep doing it. I told them like, no, y'all are actually putting me in a box. And in order to be known as a great, in order to leave a stain, leave a legacy, and inspire other people, you have to do something different that people aren't usually really doing. So I would say mostly dimensional is a word that describes me.
Being an independent artist, especially right now, people, especially I think, are kind of understanding the music industry a little bit more, and like understanding how it works, like how labels works and everything, and like also people are, I think, kind of explaining more the bad side of the industry. Like I know maybe there's some goods, but still, like, you know, as an artist, if a label does reach out to you, approach you, and like would say like maybe doesn't want you to change or fit you into a box, but like still will want you to be yourself, would you sign to it, or would you want to still maybe like be independent, still have some type of creative control?
I've honestly still been trying to figure that out. I My main goal is to, like you said, like have creative control. I really just want to have creative control, and I want to be able to still define my own box and not be told you have to be like another artist. Like I kind of hate when people say, "What artists are you similar to?" or "What artists would you say like you sound similar to?" Or when people say, "Oh, you sound like this and this," because it's like I want to get to a place in my career where I am just Gilly, and it's not like, "Oh, the artist that sounds like her and her and her." So that's kind of my criteria when it comes to just labels reaching out to me. I always just make sure I'm still able to be me and I have creative control. As long as I have those two things, I wouldn't mind signing to a label, but I have a lot of mentors with me who kind of guide me through that. They teach me what terms to look out for, so I'm in good hands. And if every label gives me a bad deal, I'm definitely staying independent. But like maybe getting a publishing deal, a distribution deal, like even when it comes to marketing, like what Meg Thee Stallion did, like Rock Nation is just marketing her, but they're not really like her label. So that's a route I would want to go to too. But I'm still in the stage where I'm just figuring it out.
Do you have any advice for, say, artists, especially like young black, you know, women who want to go into um, making music, especially like with Baddie's Rage, into that genre, and you know, like I guess to, you know, how to navigate yourself as an independent artist, and also, you know, also exploring, I guess, Baddie's Rage, and I guess trying to be authentic as you can.
This sounds so cliche, but I'm gonna explain it. You really do only have one life. And I grew up with losing a lot of family members, so I think that kind of played a part in why I'm so adamant on not caring what people think and not fitting into an image and just truly releasing what I want to release and talk about what I want to talk about in a way that's kind of unconventional. I do it because like we're all gonna leave the earth at some point. So I want to just like, okay, I've been granted a life. I want to live this life doing, following a passion that I truly care about. And I feel like sometimes society has rules set in place where they hinder us from doing that, especially the Black community. And that's just been my goal to just not do it. Like, genuinely, just not even care about none of that. So, my advice to other young women or just anybody, period, going through that, but especially Black women, you really are here once. So if you want to go that route of making Baddie Rage and letting out your expressions, do it, but do it at your fullest. Don't half it. I went through that stage where I was half-assing it. And once I went full-fledged in it and made a whole career out of it, I saw the opportunities I was getting. So, you like you could birth another career by doing it. You could inspire another person. So if a black girl wants to do what I'm doing and like do Baddie Rage, do it because she could inspire a younger person and then she could honestly birth the next legend, the next Michael Jackson, the next Beyonce, because all the legends got inspiration from somebody before them. So, just contributing to society in that way, like, and do it scared, do it nervous, do it unsure, do it. Don't wait for the right time. Don't be like me who was scared to do it in 2018 and I just didn't do it because I actually, if I did it that year, I probably would have been blown up. But like I learned a big lesson from just waiting. So don't wait. Do it regardless. I made BB Anthem, one of my songs. I made that song so scared. Like, cause I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's my first time really making a song like it. But it came from my emotions. We need to be allowed to be able to express our emotions. So this is the perfect outlet for us black women to do it. Like let out what society doesn't let you let out, You only live once.
I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add for the interview?
Yeah, new project coming out. Stream my music. I got more music coming out, of course. This is not the last time you're going to hear from me. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, more visuals coming out this year too. Definitely gonna work on that. But yeah.
Well, no, it was really great talking to you. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, your energy, like, I know, like, we don't really know each other, but like, I feel like your energy is really nice, and it's just like what you're doing is really cool. So of course, again, just applauding you. And oh, my vinyl collection, I was just say it real quick. So I have
Yes.
I have Aaliyah's what is it, her last album, the 2001 album. Um and then I have, ooh, who do I have next? I have Tyler the Creator's Igor's album.
Same. Yes.
And then I have who, hold on, I have to look at a photo. Um I think I have oh, Michael Jackson's, I have his Thriller album. And
Oh my gosh. Okay.
and then I have Tyla's, her first album.
Okay.
And then I also have I also listen to rock, so I have Metallica, their Black album. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you have range. That's cool. That's cool.
And then I also have Brat by Charlie XCX. So yeah.
Mm, you
Yep.
have really good taste. I love
Yeah.
seeing black women explore different genres. Like that's cool as hell.
And then I
Wow.
also have like my cassette tape album, but it's like it's a lot of cassettes, so like I don't know if we could go through all of that, but like I'll just send you a photo of my cassette tapes.
Wait, you have a cassette player?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get like you. That's so. Where did you get it from, if I can ask?
Yes, I got it. Oh my God, I bought it like almost 3 years ago. It was like from Urban Outfitters. I just
Okay.
bought it from there, and then like I went on Etsy because like there's this page that like you can buy like an array of like music from like the 90s and the 80s. So I was like, let me
Mhm.
just buy some music from there. And yeah, I just
Yeah.
been building my collection ever since. There's also a record store in New York that like also sells cassettes and vinyls too. That's where I got my Metallica album. I'll send you the location as well.
Okay, bet.
I
Bet.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to have a whole collection in my apartment. I'm going all out.
Yes.
Yeah.